All right, now, unfortunately, here we go again. More on the torture memos, and there's two sets of memos here in the CIA. One is a legal justification for torture, and the other memos are the ones that actually tell you what kind of torture is authorized. Now, we already know what's in a lot of these memos. In one of the memos, it authorizes waterboarding. In another one, it allows agents that are questioning detainees to slam a guy's head into a wall. But they have two fun restrictions. One, you can't let the head go. So you have to slam the head against the wall, but hold on to it. Okay? I don't know why it's that much worse if you let it go. There might be a technical reason. And number two, they leave it up to the discretion of the interrogator how hard he slams it into the wall. How that's a check, I'm not really sure. They're saying, hey, you know what? He might not slam it into the wall that hard. Oh, okay, good. He has the discretion not to. But look, if you want to know anything, if anything is torture, there's a very simple test in my mind, which is, how would you feel if it was done to an American soldier? If the Iraqis or Al-Qaeda or anybody else is taking an American soldier and drowning them to the point that they're about to die, and then they pick up their head, or they take their head and they smash it against the wall. Yeah, I would, and they do it over and over again. Yes, I would call that torture, absolutely. And so would everybody else in America. Now, of course, when we do it, half the country, not half, I would say about 30% of the country, the Republicans now, are like, no, hell no, they had it coming, right? So the question at hand now is Obama going to release these memos? Now, this should be a bit of a no-brainer, because Obama argued throughout the campaign that he thought it was wrong to keep those memos secret. He's against the memos to begin with as a matter of policy. So, and he's got all of his top advisors saying release the memos. Attorney General Eric Holder, his White House counsel, Greg Craig, and even the Director of National Intelligence, Dennis Blair. They all say release the memos. So what's the big controversy? What's the holdup? Well, the CIA doesn't want the memos released because there are a lot of people at the CIA who took part in this. Now, they use the excuse that, oh, they're going to come after agents. But number one, we know that they're not going to come after agents. That's already been legislated that these agents will not be held responsible. Number two, Obama has said over and over again, I will not go after the agents. The real reason the CIA objects is because, not because of the agents, but the people who authorize those decisions, including the guy that Obama was considering making the head of the CIA, a guy by the name of John Brennan, who is still the Deputy National Security Advisor there. And the reason, by the way, he's not the head of the CIA is because progressive groups objected. And thank God they did. And instead, Leon Panetta is now the head of the CIA, and he's conflicted on it. But John Brennan is saying, no, please don't release those memos. You don't understand. It's very dangerous. We don't want our agents to feel bad about what they've done or for them to have any legal consequences. And you don't want them holding back next time. Now, one, as I said, legally they're not responsible and nobody's going after them. Number two, well, I do want to restrain them from smashing a guy's head into a wall next time. Yes, that's part of the point. If they get the idea by releasing these memos that they should not torture anymore, mission accomplished. I don't want them to torture anymore. That doesn't mean I don't want them to aggressively interrogate within the Army Field Manual and the laws that we have in the United States of America. Of course I do. But that means I don't want them to torture. Yes, that is the message I want to deliver. The reality is this is not CIA, this is CYA. Cover your ass. And that's exactly what Brennan's trying to do. And Leon Panetta, who's now the head of the CIA, is conflicted on this. Initially, he thought that the memos should be released, but now a lot of people underneath him at the CIA who took part in this are saying, no, don't do it. You're our boss and you need to cover our ass. And so now we have a controversy, and one paper at least is reporting that Obama's leaning towards not releasing them. That's a terrible idea. One, because you'd be violating a promise. Two, because it doesn't make any sense. And three, you promise transparency. Four, almost all of your advisors say you should release it. And five, and most importantly, look, later, if you don't release it, they're going to blame it on you. They're going to say, well, Obama went along with it. He said that he was going to be transparent and release these secrets, and he didn't, so he must have thought it was okay. Why would you set yourself up for that? That's just politically dumb. So don't get tricked into these people saying, oh, no, please, in order for the CIA to function appropriately and to work with other intelligence, that's their last excuse. This will compromise our work with other intelligence operations throughout the world. Why? Because we don't allow torture anymore? There's no logic behind it at all, and Obama shouldn't be buying it. I think it's disappointing that he's even having a conversation about it, let alone leaning against doing it. But the decision has not been made yet. So let's see how Obama comes out on this.